No hanging clothes on the outside line. Electric dryers are the price you pay for daring to move up to the upscale part of town. Want to learn more? Join me for Act Two of Italian Americans at Hillhouse High School, The Secret Societies of the 1940s. My name is Gina Pettinito. I'm a visiting scholar at the University of Cincinnati, but these days I mostly run my businesses, Writing Your Way and Academic Women Reclaim Your Power. Today, we meet Louise, class of 1940. Oh, hi. Yes, I was expecting you on my way to school. The bus should be coming very soon, so we can talk on the bus. Oh, here it is. My sorority is Phi Theta. How did I get in? Well, I know that they were anxious to have me on there to get their academics standing up. It couldn't have been popularity in the class because I wasn't a very popular person. I'm an introvert. But I know another reason why they came after me to belong to the sorority. It was because we lived on Whitney Avenue and we could use my house to have teas. Oh, yes, we have really beautiful houses here. Just look around. Dr. Verdi lives right across the street. But it was hard when we first moved here because of the prejudice against Italians. The people next door, who were English, moved out. They felt the neighborhood was going down the tubes. And then before we moved, we had all kinds of rules. You know, my mother couldn't hang our clothes out on the line to dry. We had to use the dryer, which upset her very much. So, it was that kind of a neighborhood. Even though my parents were born right here in New Haven, and my father is a prominent businessman, we're still Italians. My father didn't want me to join the sorority because he didn't want me belonging to an ethnic Italian sorority. He tried to fight against that prejudice by moving to Whitney Avenue in the first place. The teas, oh yes, we would have lovely teas where we would invite prospective new members. The members would mingle with the non-members and try to find out more, and we would try to find out more about their families. And then we would find out about scholastic or the school things. But mostly we wanted to know where they were from, where their fathers worked. Through the teas, you got to know the different members. Afterwards in the meeting, we would discuss the various prospective members. We would meet one night a week, Thursdays. All the secret societies did. And then afterwards, the KIP and the ATP boys would come around and ask for food. I guess they got together and weighed which house it was better to go in, and they often picked mine. My house is on the bus line, as you know, but several of the guys have cars, and they would all pile in. We girls don't have cars, of course. And of course, Mom is always here. Dad would prefer that we meet here anyway. Meeting the boys actually helps me find dates. Several of the boys ask me out for a weekend date. They pick me up at the house, deliver me at the door, and we better say our goodbyes quickly because Mom and Dad will flick the lights. I never had any problem finding dates for our big sorority dance. All the groups come, the KIPs and the ATPs, and even the other Italian sorority, Phi Epsilon Alpha. Each of the groups take a turn holding a dance. This year, our theme was Fandango. We made the bids, we designed them, we had to find the printers, the ones that would give us the best price, make the posters. We would go to different halls and clubs, and we had to sign on an orchestra. We had to get businesses to give ads for our booklets in order to pay for this stuff. It was a good experience taking responsibility. And I'll tell you, we were quite successful. Then we would have our 2 weeks at the cottage. Last year was great. The boys have their own cottages and we all meet at the beach. Oh, yes, of course, there's a chaperone. Mrs. Leonora was last year. I don't know who will be the chaperone this year. Maybe Mrs. Proto, Emily's mom. I'm really looking forward to it. And graduation is right around the corner. Did I tell you I was accepted at Michigan State? Yes, it's really far away. My aunts and uncles think I'm going to the moon. I'm also the first girl to go to college. Well, here's the stop for school. Talk to you later. And thanks for listening to Act 2 of Italian Americans in New Haven. And you know what would really make me happy? Like and subscribe to my YouTube channel and subscribe to my newsletter. Just go ahead to my blog. The link will be in the notes. See you in Act 3.